Yo, what's up, Bloggy Blog Time? Look at this car. Acura NSX. You don't see them very often. Let me put my Cadillac's horsepower to the test here. People cutting in front of me while I'm trying to turn on my camera. Landscapers and whatnot, but see if I can catch up to this guy. He's doing about 80. Thinks he's bad. But yeah, you don't see very many of these anymore on the road. That's pretty fucking sweet. Dual exhaust. Anyway, Bloggy Blog Time. Turned the camera on early because I saw this Acura NSX. I believe that's an NSX. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's a pretty smooth ride. He's doing 80 and a 50, and so was I, just to catch him on camera like a douchebag. But anyway, there is a nice Acura NSX. Got a radar detector like that would ever help him. Anyway, Bloggy Blog Time. How's it going, everybody? I'm on my way to class. I really have nothing to talk about, but I did get a couple suggestions from a certain person that I won't mention their name. They told me to talk about the Trayvon Martin case and Christianity. Could you pick any more controversial subjects? Anyway, Trayvon Martin case. Let's see. You got this douchebag named Zimmerman. I forget his first name. George Zimmerman. Super douchebag, calls the police all the time. He's got nothing better to do but walk around the neighborhood with a gun. I'm all for the right to bear arms, but in self-defense, not going out looking for trouble. What else? So this guy calls 911 all the time. He's a douchebag. He rolls around with his concealed carry, which is supposed to be used for self-defense, not for instigating. But at the same time, the media portrays guns as being illegal, even though they're not. So people think that if you have a gun, it's illegal, even though it's not. What the media should be doing is telling people, listen, before you decide to get in a fight or something, remember that people are allowed to be armed in this country, and you could be facing the barrel of a gun. The media has everyone brainwashed into thinking that guns are illegal. So anyway, Zimmerman, from what I understand, I haven't been watching the trial because, in my opinion, he really shouldn't be on trial because, yes, he was out looking to cause trouble. Yes, that's what kind of person he is, but no, it's not illegal what he was doing. Carrying a gun is not illegal for self-defense. The police told him not to do nothing, but again, it's not illegal for him to talk to somebody or whatever he did. And a lot of the problem is nobody knows how exactly the altercation started. So, but in the end, from what I'm understanding, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like they got into a fight, and Trayvon Martin was on top of Zimmerman, smashing his head into the curb or the street or something. From the lacerations I saw on his head and his bloody nose, and his nose looked like it was out of place. Looked like he had a witch's nose by the time Trayvon got done beating his face in. So the law is that if you feel like you're in imminent danger of bodily harm or death, you can use lethal force to protect your life, and that's what Zimmerman did. Again, Zimmerman's a piece of shit. He was looking for trouble. He found trouble. Now he's got even more trouble. I don't think he should be on trial right now, because if the Trayvon Martin was on top of him, beating his head into the concrete and punched him in the face, you know, I would do the same thing. I have a concealed carry. I carry. If for some reason I'm in a fight and someone's on top of me beating my head into the pavement, I'm going to pull my gun and shoot him. I mean, it's legal. There's no reason why it shouldn't be legal, no matter what the Young Turks or any liberals, extreme leftist media tells you. Another issue with the Trayvon Martin case is as soon as that incident happened, again, the media, which is controlled by war profiteers and war contractors, General Electric owns NBC, and so anytime you see NBC, MSNBC, anything with NBC at the end of it, it's owned by a war contractor who makes lots of money off killing foreigners, you know. And then another thing is they tried to make it a racist thing where a black kid got shot, and they made it seem like Zimmerman was a white guy. Zimmerman's not a white guy, and regardless, stop bringing up race. The only people bringing up race is, again, NBC, Chris Lispy Matthews, and it's them. They constantly bring up race. Nothing can happen unless it's race. If you don't like Obama's murdering American citizens, it's because you're racist. Man, I'm still a little stuffy. Another thing about the Trayvon Martin case, as soon as that thing happened, they kept showing pictures of Trayvon Martin when he was 11 and 12 years old. Like he was a little kid, like a little kid got shot. They didn't show him when he was 17. He was like 6'2". From all the reports I read, he was 6'2", 6'3", between 160 and 175 pounds, and Zimmerman was 5'9", I don't know what. He was little in comparison. Which really doesn't matter. The bottom line is, if someone's on top of you, beating your head into the concrete and smashing your head into the concrete, you have the right to use equal or greater or lethal force to protect your body from great bodily harm or death. That's the bottom line, and that's what the police saw when they got there. And that's why they didn't press any charges or anything. Nothing happened until the media showed an 11-year-old kid who wasn't 11 at the time, and they pretended like an 11-year-old kid got shot when it was really a 17-year-old kid who was 6'2" to 6'3", between 160 and 175 pounds, and he was ripped. If you see his Facebook picture on the internet, this Facebook picture at the time when he got shot, he was 6'2", between 160 and 175 pounds, and he was cut up football player, okay? Again, I'm not defending, I'm defending Zimmerman's right to protect his life but at the same time, he was looking for trouble. But at the same time, the media needs to stop brainwashing people into thinking guns are bad and guns are illegal. Guns are there for self-defense, and he used his gun in self-defense. If you want to get technical about it, he used his gun in self-defense. Anything that happened before, he might have instigated it or whatever, but Trayvon didn't have to fight this guy. He could have just went home. He fell for the bait. He fell for the bait. So there you go. There's my take on the Trayvon Martin case. And what else? Christianity. Oh, man, that's another big one. Christianity. There's too much about Christianity to say. I don't know if I could get it all in before class. But I owned a restaurant for 11 years, and my experience there, Sunday was the worst day. The people that came in on Sundays right after church were the absolute worst people. They were the rudest people. They were the most judgmental people. They were the most difficult to deal with, and they had the worst attitudes. So there's number one about Christianity, in my experience. Second of all, a lot of them people, they're fake. They go to church. They use church as a cover. I'm a church goer. I'm a religious person. You've seen it in the media. All these church people that get caught diddling little kids, and they're disgusting. Christianity needs a revamping, that's for sure. Reformation. And from what I understand, there's 38,000 denominations of Christianity in the United States alone. So, I'm not really religious, but I like to take the good things from the Bible or religion. Don't steal, have respect for people, don't be judgmental. Sometimes I'm judgmental. It's hard not to be judgmental. Try to treat people with respect. Don't, the Constitution is my Bible. Everyone has certain rights, and as long as you're not bothering anybody, you're not doing anything to anyone else's private property, you're not stealing, you're not violating anybody else's right, and you're not damaging anything, you should be free to live your life any way you want to. Damn, I'm feeling a little verklempt. So, what else about Christianity can I say? A lot, I'm sure. You got the story of Jacob and Esau. That's a whole big can of worms I can't get into right now. The main thing is that bothers me about Christianity is the Zionists, the people that call themselves Zionists, and they think that Israel is God's chosen people, and when the word Israel is used in the Bible, it means the state of Israel, which is pretty much impossible, because the state of Israel in the Middle East right now did not even exist until 1948. So I don't see how the Israel in the Bible refers to the state of Israel that's people know as Israel now. As a matter of fact, the Israel in the Bible refers to Jacob Israel, as refers to a person and not a group of people, or the tribe of Israel, which would be descendants of Jacob, which, as a matter of fact, is not the people who live in Israel or Jewish people in general. So Christianity, it's got too many faults. You can't prove nothing. You could say there's a God, you could say believing is knowing, but even that statement is contradictory. You can believe all you want, but believing isn't knowing. Knowing is knowing. What else? Here's a nice little Chrysler 300. I love when the rims match the paint job. That's pretty cool. What else? Trayvon, Christianity. I'm going to class. Still a little sick, man. This shit sucks. Geek, I got your Guy Harvey tickets. I'm going to sit down this afternoon and do your scratchy scratch time. What else? Still on the diet. I'm not losing weight fast enough. I'm getting aggravated. I'm going to start working out a little harder. Maybe do some push-ups and sit-ups and more walking. Got to get the heart rate up. What else? What else? I don't know, man. I'm having a hard time reading hands still in Omaha. Omaha's a motherfucker. I wish Omaha didn't exist. Been applying for jobs left and right. I want to do anything but the food business, man. I mean, I wouldn't mind being a server, but I don't want to be touching food, handling food, and just having that temptation. They offered me a job at a Sam's Club concession stand, but again, I don't want to be sitting there making hot dogs and pizza, because I know eventually, the same reason you don't want a crackhead dealing your crack is the same reason I don't want to be at a concession stand with pizza and hot dogs. What else, guys? I don't know. Zimmerman shouldn't even be on trial. Christians, a lot of them are hypocrites, the majority. If they really wanted to worship, they should just, worship at home. You don't need all this. Churches are basically run as businesses. I mean, let's be honest. What else? I don't know, man. Somebody call me real quick. Then the camera would shut off and that would be pointless. But I think that's all I got for today, man. Headed to class. I'm going to go try to read some more hands and drink a Coca-Cola because my throat's scratchy. Eat a couple bananas. And what else? I don't know, guys. I think that's the Bloggy blog time. Oh, someone said this should be called Vloggy vlog time, but I don't like the way that sounds. And I know I'm doing a vlog and not a blog, but Bloggy blog time sounds cool. Oh, another thing is, there's some douchebag doing scratch ticket videos, and he puts the title of his video, and then at the end of the title he puts scratchy scratch time. So obviously he's been watching my videos and he's trying to ride my coattails and use my name. So I left him a little comment saying, why you got to use my name, bro? I said try something original, you get more views that way. Anyway, that's Bloggy blog time for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. See you. Bye.